Hello there.
So last episode of Boardwalk Empire, that episode just belonged to Michael Kenneth Williams. It belonged to Chalky White. Like, just take the crown. Take the crown. You are the king, and you continue to be the king for as long as you stay alive in this show. And I hope you stay alive for all 5 seasons. I think there's 5 seasons. But yeah, that episode was absolutely phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel like it's just a taste tester for what is to come, because I feel like we are building up to something bigger. I loved the last episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film shooting from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 5 of Boardwalk Empire Season 1. This one is titled Nights in Ballygran. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing, because I don't know what to expect anymore. Let's see. We got the Lucky Luciano Gillian relationship too. Oh man, oh man. There is a lot of sauce in this show, and let's get cooking. Let's go. How's Margaret's morning face gonna still look beautiful like that, man? Come on, man. You gonna wake up like that? Nucky, don't pass up on this one, man. And obviously, I feel like last episode, Margaret had that, that little taste of elitism, sorry. That taste of upper class. And I love that the show's dealing with the class disparity as well. But
I feel, I'm concerned they can take St. Patrick's Day and sell it for scrap.
I feel like it's not a coincidence that we're seeing the early morning wake-ups of Margaret right here, and what she has to do on a day-to-day basis to take care of her children. And obviously, first thing you wake up, start cooking for them, making breakfast for yourself, for your children. Obviously, you're woken up by the neighborhood noise, the usual, construction work, whatever, factory work here, whatever they're doing with the barrels. And I'm guessing Nucky can provide a different life than that. Obviously, he can. You see the juxtaposition with Margaret and, what's her name again? Darcy? No, Lucy, sorry. Lucy. And I feel like, in a way, Margaret might be tempted by that lifestyle. She might not, she's not going to have to wake up every morning to make breakfast for her kids. Breakfast is going to be served right on a platter for you.
Dad says it's because you hate being Irish.
I love being Irish. What I hate is the yearly display of crying, arguing, and public drunkenness that goes with it.
Centuries of loss. We're a sorrowful people.
Maybe it'll snow. Good morning, Mr. Thompson. Good morning to you.
And just as I say, breakfast served to you. See?
Oh, Martin, thank you.
Everything ready for you at this hotel.
Who am I, forgotten man?
Servants, everything.
I beg your pardon, sir. Would you like something?
No. Come to ask you about breakfast when I gotta raise a stink.
I live here. It's a courtesy.
But you gotta live here to get
I'm a
served?
big tipper, Eli. Okay?
You act like it doesn't mean anything.
Because it doesn't.
You get used to
Killed
it.
Dinner. We're moving it up to 7 o'clock.
Why so early?
The Civil War vets. One of them snored over the Attorney General's speech last year.
You don't gotta be old for that to happen.
It's an important night, Eli. Bad enough I have Dad to look after. I don't need you upsetting the apple cart, too.
I wanna say my piece.
Fine. Daniel fucking Webster.
He has to please everyone.
The Widow Schroeder.
You know which movie I want to watch after this? I do not know why. I want you guys' opinion on this. What do you guys think about the animated film The Adventures of Tintin? I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely adore that film. From the moment I saw it in theaters to the point I bought it on Blu-ray, it continues to amaze me. I love The Adventures of Tintin. There's something about that animated film which is absolutely brilliant, and I hope they continue to make that sequel, and I hope it's still in the works with Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg. I don't know why I just get Tintin vibes off this show. I think it's a time period, and I don't know. Why am I getting teary-eyed? I guess it's a sense of nostalgia because I saw it in my teenage years, and yeah, I think The Adventures of Tintin is absolutely brilliant. Off topic completely, but
Widow Schroeder.
Mr. Thompson,
the widower Nucky.
I was just on my way to your office. It's some soda bread. I thought you might enjoy it. It's from an old family recipe.
You can leave it with the bellhop. He'll see that I get it.
I'm sure for your birthday you received many fine
I'm late for a
gifts.
meeting, Mrs. Schroeder. But thank you.
Damn, he cold this morning. He cold this morning.
Bad looking woman.
That night's complicated enough.
He did not expect that. Aww. She woke up
Did they even wash these things from last
and
year?
baked that this
That was
morning.
Baby New Year in 17. Even no more midget shit.
Midget shit's what they're paying us for.
Not boxing. That's a show.
Do they have to dress up as leprechauns for St. Patrick's Day?
Fucking Celtic dinner.
Yeah.
It's degrading.
And not to mention having those drunk assholes put their filthy mitts all over.
What am I supposed to tell Nucky? He's dependent on us.
Yeah. Let him wear a leprechaun getup.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
What if I can get us a raise?
Now we're talking.
Double. I'll tell him we want $10 a man.
I might do it for 10.
10 clams for a few hours' work. Where's my fucking shillelagh?
Who used the shillelagh in WWE? What's his name again?
Making a mess of this.
Oh, I forgot his name. Finley. And Hornswoggle.
Winter, huh? From California.
Long trip.
Couple nights in a sleeper car. And then you're there. Wading up to your waist in the ocean. But you gotta leave it alone.
It itches.
That's good. It means it's healing.
Did your leg itch in the hospital?
For a while.
But not anymore.
No.
See, obviously what happened to Pearl is a terrible thing. But I just wish Jimmy, you know, showed this much affection and care for his own woman at home. Like your actual fiance. Like that's what pisses me off the most. I feel like no one like I think one of the comments said, everyone in this show is corrupted in some way. And the only, I guess, good people are the little children. Like that's it. They're the only innocent ones in this entire show. Everyone has their flaws and everyone is corrupted in some sort of way.
Now it's hitting all six. What happened here?
Poof. Don't be stingy.
It's opium, not a milkshake.
Now that's what you call orange juice with a kick. I bet you Boost Juice don't sell that.
It's like the sun just came out.
He got battle scars just like him now.
Day of the year.
Yeah, St. Patty's or no. With Prohibition, we're in uncharted territory.
So, it's dead reckoning men. To the Irish,
Mission Impossible?
they drink when they're happy, they drink when they're sad.
I drink to forget, but I can't remember what.
Perhaps Mr. Thompson could be of help.
The sheriff?
His brother, actually. Enoch. He's a friend.
Ah, the murmuring.
Which is to say, he's been of great assistance since my husband passed.
Well, perhaps you could arrange a meeting.
I'd be happy to try.
How's your dad? Will he be at the dinner this year?
We just skipped to the by the way.
Beg pardon?
Every day people come in here, Carl. Dozens of them. They ask after my health, my family, my goddamn goldfish. Inevitably, there's a by the way. And they tell me what they really
Well,
want.
that's not what I...
Carl, I'm busy. You'd be doing me a huge favor.
Me and the boys want a raise to work the Celtic dinner.
Absolutely not.
Nucky, $5 a man is just not enough for enduring that kind of humiliation.
Dancing a jig in a leprechaun outfit? You call that humiliating?
What do you call it?
Show business. You don't mind beating the tar out of each other every night in that ring.
But these drunks are twice our size. They get really rough and they think it's funny.
Well, how much do you want?
$10 a man.
What's that, $3 a foot? It'll be a
Wow.
lot easier this year. With Prohibition, there'll be no booze.
Come on, Nucky. I only look like a child.
Suppose I figure out a way to give you an extra 12 bucks, and I get to save 12 myself.
I'm listening.
There are 8 leprechauns, right? 8 times 10 is 80. Tell you boys the best you can do is 7. Then it'll cost me 56. I give you an extra 12. That leaves me paying 68, which is 12 less than the 80 you originally wanted.
I don't know, Nucky.
Dinner starts at 7. Tell your men to be dressed and ready by 6:30. I have another meeting waiting.
Efficient business, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies.
Mr. Thompson, thank you so much for seeing us.
Not at all.
Meeting after meeting.
Did you enjoy the soda bread?
Pardon? Oh, yes, very much. Thank you.
What?
May I offer you something?
Now that's a man.
You know.
We've seen those type of interactions with Nucky in the first couple of episodes. You know, what's this guy's name again? What did I do for him again? You just got to continue to be a people pleaser. And he's got so much on his plate that obviously he has to just make shit up as he goes along half the time. It's just the role of the treasure. You got to bullshit your way through things sometimes.
Mrs. Schroeder has seen something she feels compelled to tell you about.
Oh?
Yesterday morning, an entire truckload of beer barrels was loaded into a garage behind my home. A man who looked familiar, but I couldn't really place him, was supervising the delivery.
Why, that's outrageous.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I'm sure you must have been appalled.
I was. Quite.
I'm afraid my birthday party must have been quite difficult for you. At Babette's, the nightclub.
I was making a delivery for the dress shop.
There was quite a celebratory atmosphere. Some champagne and whiskey may have even been drunk.
I'm sure your class of acquaintance drinks only in moderation.
If they drink at all. Mrs. Schroeder, thank you for sharing this information.
If they drink at all, it's in
Hey, get the sheriff
moderation.
on the phone. You give the details to my brother, and we'll shut down that garage before the tide goes out.
Mr. Thompson, we are grateful, as always.
I truly do appreciate it.
Hey,
This
Professor
isn't a personal
McGonagall's
thing,
happy,
Mrs.
man.
Schroeder.
Yes, I realize that.
Damn. Now, I don't know if, because I remember in The Sopranos, there were so many wink, wink, nudge moments in the conversations between characters where you might get lost in the humor of a scene. Or for instance, remember when Tony and Ralphie were having those conversations about killing Jackie Jr., Tony was implying that, you know, you gotta be the one to do it. And if I can't wait to rewatch that show because I want to pay attention to the conversations and, you know, pay attention to the body language and, you know, understand that's what Tony was actually suggesting. You know, you got to be the one to take him out, and that's the call we are making. And I wonder if in that scene right here of Boardwalk Empire is going to have a lot of those scenes where characters are sort of implying one thing, but it doesn't seem so on face value. Now, in that scene right there, obviously, I don't know the other woman's name, the Professor McGonagall looking like character. She obviously gets lost in, you know, Nucky's generosity, but I feel like the way Mrs. Schroeder was looking at Nucky, she can see through the bullshit. She was looking through him, and obviously that was first implied with the soda bread thing. And I'm guessing she's caught on to a couple things in the past as well. I could be wrong, but I just felt like in that scene, Margaret Schroeder was looking through the bullshit of Nucky Thompson, and with the alcohol and him, you know, oh, that's so appalling. I had nothing to do with that. You know, I'm sure your people drink in moderation, when Margaret was clearly present at the birthday party and knew what was going on. Get your ass out this door, boy.
Jesus Christ, she's fucking ruined. It's not that bad. If she was a filly, they'd shoot her. I know you took a shine to her, but she gotta go.
But she gotta go.
She hasn't even had her stitches out.
This is a cat house, not the Hotel Sherman. She don't earn, I don't earn.
What if I cover it?
wanted a day.
She makes that much.
She did.
Damn.
She got till Friday.
Why? This is an unnecessary headache for Jimmy, but I guess he has sentiment towards her. But like, it shouldn't be the case if you. That makes sense. Like, he shouldn't be in this position.
What did he want?
Nothing. Scassion's out sick. He wants me to work the door.
Oh, she's actually gonna confront him this time.
Good, good. Ma'am?
What are you doing?
We're unloading this truck.
Unloading it.
We got a tenant green by tomorrow for St. Patty's.
Who's in charge here?
Boss?
Mrs. Schroeder, right?
Mr. Neary?
Like a soft night in Wicklow, isn't it?
I couldn't say. I'm from Kerry.
Ah, the lofty peak of Carrington Hill.
Did Mr. Thompson not speak with you today?
About what?
Your business here.
We'll be out of your hair by tomorrow. Most of this stuff is for the Celtic dinner. Listen, fellas, you gotta keep it down. People are trying to sleep here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was winking right there behind them.
Pour you up a growler for St. Patty's. Compliment to the city.
Come on, guys. We gotta keep it down. Oh, yeah. She wearing that purple on St. Patty's Day, man. She's subverting expectations. I want more chalky white, man. Chalky, chalky, chalky.
I am terribly sorry, Mr. Thompson is not available.
He knows I've been waiting.
He has some urgent business.
The common folk can wait. It's savage, but listen, you don't get to the high place that Nucky is in and the connections he has without being ruthless. I've seen it firsthand in real life, and obviously you guys probably have experienced it as well in the workforce and things like that. Now, it's a shame for Mrs. Schroeder. Like, I feel bad for her, but
101 Arctic, 23 cases of bourbon, 8 cases rye. 316 Adriatic, 15 cases blended Scotch whiskey. 90 Baltic, 11 cases gin.
damn, he's got the GTA map up and he's pinpointing all the locations. He's marking everything. She's gonna make sure he had another one behind her house.
This is my colleague, Agent Sepso.
Margaret Schroeder.
Yo, plot twist. She becomes the undercover agent and gets with Nucky. Woo!
Roll down your sleeves, put on your jacket, bring Mrs. Schroeder a chair, go outside and block the entrance.
There are so many powerhouse actors in this show, man. Like, it's actually insane. And we got 5 seasons, so there could potentially be more coming in.
On the street behind my home is a garage.
Yes?
It's full of beer barrels.
How many?
Quite a large quantity.
See, they could be
Could you give me an estimate?
they could be gone by the time Van Alden gets there.
93.
What's the address?
That's a pretty good estimate.
2727 Caspian. The Hiawatha garage. Right out in the open. You will close it down, won't you?
When would you like me to do that?
Immediately. Children can see it.
Yo, imagine they rate it before the...
There are now 117 pens here. Each one marks a location in this city where alcohol is being warehoused, distilled, or sold. They operate with impunity, and I do not possess the resources to shut even 10% of them.
I understand.
Then you'll also understand that every one of these pens taken together amounts to nothing. Here, on the south shore of Brigantine, and here in the back bays of the inlet, boats unload liquor sailed down from Canada, up from the Caribbean, across the Atlantic.
The garage behind your house ain't special.
And sold illicitly by a growing class of criminals for whom murder is a means of doing business.
And what of the law that creates the criminal?
That's the law you've just asked me to enforce. For the safety of your children. Unless I misread your intentions.
I've been lectured to a great deal today by men who speak boldly and do nothing. I'd like to leave now.
Who else lectured you?
Why should that be your concern?
Because you don't want to tell me.
Will you arrest me in the post office?
Not unless you've committed a crime.
Mr. Neary.
Mr. Neary lectured you.
Mr. Neary owns the garage.
He's just the boss, man.
James Neary, the alderman from the 4th Ward.
I don't know his first name.
What do you know about him?
He works for Mr. Thompson.
Oh, he'd like to hear that.
People after they already shut up the joint. Those Mick bastards. We should hit them tomorrow. And they'll be soused off their asses.
For St. Patty's.
Is that what Torrio wants?
You stop worrying about what other people want, you go batty.
Hi, boys.
Okay, I
Who
didn't.
wants to buy me a drink?
I didn't. That's the opium hitting, but
I'm working.
I did not
You don't have to work today, honey.
I thought.
Get her out of here.
I did not expect the reveal this episode.
I need more juice.
I'm gonna make you some right now.
What's so funny?
I thought.
Someone told a joke.
Jimmy,
What, sweetheart?
who's gonna love me now?
You're looking like Jigsaw from Marvel, man.
I have to meet my friend. She's waiting.
Well, see a movie, dear.
We're gonna take some air on the boardwalk.
The night before St. Patrick's? There tends to be a lower element abroad.
We'll be very careful.
I'm sure you will be.
What if this friend is a guy?
You could be free, you know.
Beg pardon?
You're an attractive girl with artistic leanings, painting and all. Waiting for a man you're not married to, who may never return.
That man is your son!
I have a child.
Brother!
What?
Yo, this woman the devil, man.
Have your youthful adventures, and I'll raise Tommy.
You'll raise my son.
The audacity
Think about it.
of this
Talk it
woman.
over with your friend.
I don't need to think about it. What kind of thing is that to say?
I didn't mean to offend you. I just assumed that you'd be open to a different sort of arrangement. Bohemian that you are.
Well, I'm not open to it. At all.
She loyal, man.
Well, the more fool I.
It's a shame others aren't like her in this show. Yo, that kid having the best time of his life knocked the fuck out like that.
No need to keep your friend waiting.
She evil, man. She manipulative. Listen, she is a gilf. But, like, come on. She's sadistic, man. She twisted.
I don't know. What? Dad, Carrick Fergus.
Oh, what do I give a shit?
The dad looks familiar. Your dad looks awfully familiar. Where have I seen him?
Find me a handsome boatman.
Where the hell were you?
Boys were using my sash to play Tarzan.
Where were you?
Every year with this.
The disrespect.
And lay me down.
Yo, my guy went in. They got Dunkin' Donuts. He went in.
Good evening, gentlemen. This being an election year, with your kind indulgence, Sheriff Elie Thompson has asked to say a few words before we get started.
So this one's gonna talk now.
Thank you, Enoch. Mr. Mayor. Tomorrow we will celebrate our patron saint, the beloved St. Patrick. He who drove the snakes out of Ireland. Today I submit for your approval that he should have drove the English out.
Okay.
My friends, it wasn't a famine of nature that killed our forefathers. It was a famine by Cromwell.
Listen, he catering to the people so far of this little
Murdering Brits are at
hall.
it again. Slaughtering the heroes of the Eastern Rebellion, Kilmainham Jail. Pierce and McDonough. Eamon Shunt and Jonah Clark.
Thomas, you idiot. What's he know? He was born in the States.
Of course. Yes, Thomas.
You speculating that those of us born here are less committed to the troubles back home.
I've seen things with my own eyes in Dublin.
By what right do the English suppress our brothers across the
My
ocean?
district alone raised over $2,000 for the fight.
I held a second line against the Brits with nothing more than a fire poker.
It's my sons who are fighting and dying.
With arms we provided.
Up the rebel.
Up your asses.
Okay, we.
At all. Gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. He's right. He's right.
Sheriff Elie Thompson, everybody.
Sheriff Elie Thompson, everybody.
What do you call an Irishman who doesn't swear? A mute.
Ha ha ha
An
ha.
Irishman who doesn't drink? A corpse. What do you call an Irishman from Atlantic City? It doesn't matter where he's from. You call him an Irishman. Now let me hear those pipes. The little people.
Hey, he's good at what he does. Nucky's good at what he does. There's a reason so many favor him. So I'm guessing they were okay with the $7. The $2 raise. The 2 clam raise.
Not this year, Assemblyman.
It's a goddamn tradition.
The feds found our stash.
Poor Eli. He was doing well.
With our hands on our hearts, we watched the fireworks go off all the way down the boardwalk. We sailed home under the moon. My mother was combing the sand out of my hair.
Damn, he gave her a bedtime story.
Tell me you married her.
Sure he did. Happily ever after.
Yeah, happily ever after. I'm guessing we're gonna get none of those in this show.
God damn it.
Somebody's gonna really have to take care of you.
I should watch this.
Kiss me. Get yourself cleaned up, lover.
Did she kill herself? Did she kill herself? With his own gun from the strap. Now, was that a combination of the reaction she received earlier on in the day and thought that she was never going to be loved again? And that
Well, isn't that what your book says?
Jimmy didn't show her the affection she needed post the cut? I mean, he did, but right there,
Why?
Because I'm trying to help you when you're drunk.
And you're not?
obviously the opium too and the amount she consumed.
This is one night of the year.
Not
you
thinking
don't get.
These
straight.
men, Eli. These kingmakers you wanted to impress. You may not think so, but they're judging you every second. And when something good comes along, an opportunity, they remember the man who showed good form.
The whole thing's a game, isn't it?
Exactly. You gotta play the game right. Always.
So easy for you.
Play your cards right.
Well, I'll keep at it. Maybe one day I'll lie as good as you.
It's lie as well as me, you dolt. Want to be taken seriously? And learn how to fucking speak.
So the leprechaun
Hey, take advice from Big Bro. You wanna have longevity in this game? You gotta get good at it.
Sure no pot of gold.
Nobody move! United States Bureau of Internal Revenue. This is a raid.
The hell is this now?
Easy, Dad.
Do you have any idea who these men are? This is a private party, and the mere consumption of alcohol is not illegal. Now, I'm an attorney, and the Volstead Act clearly...
Yeah, Van Alden don't give a shit. He don't care who
Would
you
anyone
are.
else care to interfere with the court-appointed duties of a federal agent?
Stand down.
Anybody tries to make a run for it, shoot them.
Is that a writ of certiorari again?
I have an arrest warrant. James Neary, 1222 Chelsea Avenue, Atlantic City, New Jersey. You are Mr. James Neary?
Yeah?
I have witness testimony that you knowingly and willingly stored and transported intoxicating liquors. A direct violation of the Volstead Act.
No, I don't know what you're...
Stand up! You're under arrest.
Yeah, he looking at the big dog. He looking at the head of the snake right there. James Neary is just a pawn. He looking at the main objective there. I love the way he approached Nucky right there.
Will be shuttered. Gather your belongings and disperse in an orderly fashion.
Mr. Neary, how about
Oh my gosh, he had the press ready to go and he had the women ready to sing. Oh, he making a scene out of it. You know, fair play to Van Alden. He playing his game right. You're gonna see Margaret there. Hey, she got back this episode. She got back. Hey, she got that cold look. She's like, you won't be cold to me? I can give you the Ice Age. Everything in disarray this episode. We need to regain our composure. Hey, you know who we didn't see this episode? Chalky White. And you know what that means? It means business is running good as usual. The king stay the king. And it's good that we didn't see him this episode.
Lights in Ballygran.
Because things are running smoothly.
I would swim over for my love to find. But the sea is wide.
It's that guy again from the store, isn't it?
And I can't swim. My wings to fly.
Oh, I feel like things are only going to get worse with Jimmy from here.
If I could find me the handsome boatman.
Oh, there's that green you're looking for. Yeah, any good thing in this show, or like any highlights, are not going to last at all. You saw that with Pearl this episode. Tragic. And Jimmy finally gave her one good story to send her off, if that makes sense. Like, that story of him as a 7-year-old boy on the boardwalk.
Spent so long ago.
And there was such promise with Pearl as well. Obviously, she starts off as this prostitute with great dreams, and she could have become an actress, as she was saying a couple episodes ago. She could have taken off to California. I think it was California. And Jimmy could have taken off with her. Obviously, I don't condone what Jimmy's doing, cheating on his fiance or his current girlfriend, the wife, the mother of his child. But he could have had an out from the game itself by taking off with Pearl and, you know, leaving that bad choice road, as, you know, Mike in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad put it. And I always refer to bad choice road in a lot of the shows I watch, because once you undertake that path, it's hard to leave that path. And I feel like Jimmy had that chance right there with Pearl. And I feel like it's tragic. I feel like, you know, she resigned right there with Jimmy, and that all her prosperations, everything in life was basically taken away from her. That's it's sad. It's sad. Like
the melting snow.
Who is it?
Nucky Thompson.
ooh, he knows what she did, surely.
Mr. Thompson?
Oh, he in that mood. You gonna kiss her?
Is there something you wanted?
I have no time for games, Margaret. No interest in them.
He gonna kiss her. I'll put $10 he kisses her right now. He uses the first name basis. Oh yeah, give him my $10. Give him my $10. Give him my 10 clams. Give me my 10 clams. Give me. Oh, not with the kids home. Not with the kids home. The kids are asleep. The kids are asleep. Hey, y'all better be quiet, man. Hey, damn, Lucy about to get ejectocito, cuz. Damn, from that hotel.
To be back now in Carrickfergus.
Hey, every strong king needs a strong king. I stuffed that up. I was about to say every strong king needs a strong queen by his side. And I think that's what he sees in Margaret right there, man. He knows what she's capable of. And listen, I feel like we're going to see Margaret make some ruthless decisions down the road. And, you know, be that aide to Nucky Thompson down the line. And that's going to be an ace up his sleeve that he's going to have above everyone else. Because you saw last episode, all those men at the table had basically Lucy copy and paste women, in my opinion. That's how they treat them out to be, you know, women who don't ask questions. You know, women who just are happy to, buy into the sexual desires of the men, happy with the materialistic stuff, like Lucy. I said, I'm going shopping here, take this money, buy something nice. Like, they're just happy with that. But I feel like Margaret, obviously, we know she's that different type of woman. She's that ace that Nucky's going to have up his sleeve now. Listen, he's going to have a strong queen by his side, and I think that's going to be advantageous to Nucky in the future. That's going to be the card that's going to trump all, I feel like. And I don't know, I could be placing too much too much emphasis on Margaret, but I just feel like I said, every strong king needs a strong queen by his side. And I feel like Margaret's that perfect individual right there to help Nucky out. And it's going to be interesting to see how they go down the line, because Margaret's portrayed to be out, you know, as this innocent, sweet woman who's been through a lot, been through trauma. But I feel like she could just be as bad as the men. She could have that demon in there. You know, she could have that dark side, man. Listen, everybody got that dark side to him at one point. I feel like Margaret is gonna come out. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm very interested to see how this plays out as it goes along. And yeah, that comment that was said a couple episodes ago rings truer in terms of like, there is no good characters in this show. Everyone is flawed. Everyone is going to become. Everyone has a tragic ending. I feel like it's going to be tragic for everyone. Everyone has flaws in this show. Everyone has. I don't know. I do not know how to articulate myself anymore. At the end of this episode, I was just, you know, blown away by this episode. I really enjoyed it. It was listen, obviously the mini Pearl arc we had with Jimmy was tragic, and I feel like it's only going to get worse for Jimmy going down here. And I feel like Pearl was the last thing he had. If he runs away from his child and his fiance, and listen, he had Pearl to grasp onto, she's gone now. And that little inclination or that little inkling of hope he had with her is completely gone. So I feel like, you know, Jimmy's going to be a shell of himself forever. He's going to be one big gaping hole. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him as the show goes on. And yeah, I cannot wait to see how things play out. I'm loving this show so much, and I hope you guys enjoy my reaction. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.